8 investment truths. It's been a while since we talked about money or investments, but today we are going to say a few words on it. Well, a bit more than a few. Today's note might be a little lengthy, so you could grab some coffee or a snack. Earlier this week, I saw a message circulating online about an opportunity to own shares in a popular Nigerian bank. I saw it in at least 5 different places, and if you're in Nigeria, there's a good chance that you saw it too. This advert got me thinking and reflecting about some lessons I have learned about investment over time. Now, I'm not a professional financial advisor, and I acknowledge that there are people who are a lot more knowledgeable and experienced than I am in these things. But I would like to share a few thoughts, perhaps to get you thinking as well, and probably offer some guidance if you may. It's important to note that the things I say here have nothing to do with the investment opportunity I just mentioned. That was simply what gave me the spark for today's note. So here are the 8 truths. Number 1, I've said this before in the previous notes about investments. Investment portfolios are generally designed for growing wealth, not necessarily for generating wealth. This means that you need capital, good capital in most cases, and you can generate that capital by first investing in yourself. So the cycle is to invest in yourself first by acquiring skills, then make money from your skills, then set aside some of your income over time as savings, and finally, use some of your savings to invest in various portfolios and grow your wealth. If you try to jump the gun, you just might lose a limb. Number 2, before you invest, investigate. I saw this quote somewhere a long time ago and it sank deep. You need to arm yourself with the requisite knowledge of any investment portfolio you're about to go into. If you're investing your hard-earned money into anything, you need to take the time to find out as much as you can about it. Who is behind it? What is their track record? Has anybody else benefited from this investment in the past, especially in the recent past? How does the business or portfolio work? Read reviews about them online, the good ones, the bad ones, and the balanced ones. Are there any fine prints, terms and conditions, or hidden details? You must understand that when adverts are done, people usually focus on what's in it for you, not what's in it for them. By the time you come to understand the hidden details, it's already too late. Summarily, if you do not have sufficient knowledge of it, and there's nobody you can trust to guide you, you might want to sit it out. Number 3, manage your expectations. It's important to know the difference between long, medium, and short-term investments, and manage your expectations accordingly. For some investments, your returns come in a month or in a few weeks, even days. For others, it could take years or decades. If you put your money into a long-term investment and expect returns in the short term, you may be very disappointed. So you need to find out and be sure about what kind of investment you are venturing into. Number 4, spread your eggs wisely. Based on yield and risk level, there are various forms of investments. There's high risk, high return, medium risk, medium return, and low risk, low return. As their names imply, the higher the risk, the higher the returns, and the lower the risk, the lower the returns. Same goes for the reversed case. When the yield is high, the risk is usually higher. Everybody wants higher yield, of course, but you must also be aware of the risks that come with such investments. You often heard the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. A good practice, if you can, is to spread your funds across various categories, some to high risk, some to medium risk, and some to low risk. Number 5, if it sounds too good to be true, there's a good chance it is. You often hear about investments that promise outrageous sums or percentages overnight. My best advice here is to run. To be fair, there are certain lifetime opportunities that you can cash out from and make quick, clean money. And by clean, I mean legal. But they are not so common, and generally, it's always better to err on the side of caution. Sometimes your instincts tell you clearly that you're about to be scammed, but you are too blinded by the benefits flashed in your face that you fail to see the red flags. Once again, if it sounds too good to be true, there's a good chance it is. Number 6, fear of missing out, FOMO. When it comes to investments, you must ensure that you are not led by emotions like the fear of missing out. FOMO can make you to invest in trending things without sufficient knowledge, even when you know deep down that you cannot afford it at that time. You must understand that the FOMO board is a marketing strategy that creates an illusion of scarcity and tempts you to hurry in when you see offers that expire in 24 hours or in a few days, or limited slots available. Some people go as far as borrowing money to put in, and they end up in a messy situation. Don't do that to yourself. Whatever the case, ensure you maintain composure, or steeze as you might want to call it. And don't forget rule number 2. Before you invest, investigate. Even if it turns out to be a genuine opportunity, if you can't afford it right away, you can't. Don't lie to yourself. You'll come across many more opportunities, perhaps even better ones. Don't spend your last dime investing in something you're not sure of. Number 7, this one is a hard one. Don't get carried away. Even if the person offering you an opportunity is someone you trust completely, it does not automatically imply that the investment will not go south. This person may be out to make their own gains, or they may genuinely have your best interest at heart. But let's even say that they do have your best interest at heart. You need to ask yourself one question. Does this person have absolute control of the outcome of this investment? Sometimes, that person has no control of the investment outcome. And even though their intentions are good, they have their limitations. And when the chips are down, you may not get anything more than an apology from them. A heartfelt apology, but your money is gone. So it's good to be sure so that you can absolve them of that guilt ahead of time. It's your decision to dive in or sit it out, and so the outcome of your decision is yours to carry. Number 8, invest early. John Maxwell talks about failing early and failing forward. As a young adult, you have responsibilities, but you are likely to have way more responsibilities in 5 or 10 years. This means you can recover better from some poor investment decisions now and take the lessons to prevent bigger losses in the future. You may not be in a haste to take certain risks when you have children's fees to pay or medical bills. So if you are younger, you have the advantage of experimenting and learning as you grow. So now's the best time. Finally, after all is said and done, these are some truths to guide you, not to scare you, but to keep you informed. Even with all your due diligence and meticulousness, be ready to take the L if it comes. There's something called force majeure or act of God in business. It's a situation where an unplanned, unforeseeable event occurs and changes the dynamics, like the COVID-19 pandemic that distorted the status quo on a lot of things. There's a possibility that your investment will fail no matter how good. So, hope for the best. Do all you can to ensure that things go smoothly, but still prepare your mind for the L. Now, these are my opinions based on my personal journey, and you don't have to agree with me. Feel free to get your own experience and make your own mistakes. You might also want to consult a financial advisor if you can to get more information and tips. So here's the summary of the 8 tips again. Number 1, investment portfolios are usually designed for growing wealth, not necessarily for generating wealth. Number 2, before you invest, investigate. Number 3, manage your expectations. Don't expect short-term returns from long-term investments. You may be disappointed. Number 4, spread your eggs wisely. You might want to share your investment funds into low, medium, and high-risk portfolios as they serve different purposes. Number 5, if it sounds too good to be true, there's a good chance that it is. Don't make investment decisions in a haste because of the fear of missing out. If it sounds too urgent, apply extra caution. That's number 6. Number 7, don't get carried away. Even if you trust the person offering you an investment opportunity, they may not have control of the final outcome and it can still go south. Number 8, invest early. You are young and probably inexperienced, but this is the best time to experiment, take the lessons, and make better decisions as you and your responsibilities grow. Well, we'll pause here for today. As usual, I hope this was worth your time. I trust that you shared with someone if you found it useful. I'd also like to know in the comments what your best tip is out of the 8. Have a beautiful week ahead. Till I come your way again, keep being amazing. My name is Murphy Nnamdi Ochuba.